Fingers crossed, eh? Now, people in a Derbyshire village are fundraising to save a pub that they say is the beating heart of the village. The Angler's Rest became a community-run pub back in 2013, but the last year it's really struggled financially, mainly because of higher running costs. The villagers, though, they're determined to keep it going, as Steve Beach reports.
That, I think, is where the snug is now, isn't it?
Yes.
Volunteers sharing their memories of their local pub.
It's where they kept the coach and carriages and everything.
It's provided much-needed rest and refreshment for walkers since the 19th century, whether they have 2 legs or indeed 4. It's been owned and run by the community for the past 12 years, but the pub's future is now far from certain. A fundraising campaign is now underway to raise £30,000 to make improvements here at the Angler's Rest. They hope it'll bring in more customers and, crucially, attract a new tenant.
I've been delighted by the response from the community, actually, which is that, you know, they are horrified that the Anglers may close. I've been delighted by that response, and I'm hoping that I and the rest of the management board, you know, can use the enthusiasm we've seen recently to do something about it.
All you need is those big earrings on them.
I do.
You have put the biggest ones that you've got, so you've done quite well.
While the Angler's Rest does have some paid staff, it relies on volunteers to cover shifts on the bar, and all are keen to tell me this is more than just a pub.
This is the cafe, which is the third part of our village hub. As well as the pub and the post office, the cafe provides a facility for people to come in who don't want a drink in the traditional pub sense of the word, but they can come in for a cake and a coffee, sandwiches and things like that.
You know, this has been a really important, being in the centre of the village and offering so much, you know, not just the pub, but, you know, critically the post office and the cafe. The combination of those 3 things really make it an essential part of the village, and if we didn't have it, we'd lose all those 3 things, and I think that would really diminish the village and the village community.
Those battling to save the pub have now raised more than £5,000 to secure its future for visitors and regulars alike.
It's very important because it's the only pub left in the village, and it's there's a lot of villages in the Hope Valley that have got 3 or 4 pubs, and like we're struggling to keep hold of this one pub in this village.
It's now all hands to the pump to provide a future for the Angler's Rest, with staff, volunteers and regulars determined they won't have to call last orders for good. Steve Beach, BBC East Midlands Today, Bamford in Derbyshire.
Good luck to them, mate.